Here's a question for you. How to spur the economic recovery we need following the depths of the crisis? Well, it's a question that's being wrestled with all over the world, and none more so than here in the UK. The phrase build back better is bandied around a lot these days, isn't it? With many people feeling there's an opportunity to do things in a greener way. Experts from across the construction industry are today just doing that and saying that new green technology is a great way to create jobs and also growth for the country. Live now to Sunderland, we can speak to Chris Pennison, who is the Chief Executive of Hyperdrive Innovation. Chris, welcome to the programme. I mean, you manufacture batteries, green batteries to say the least. Why do you think a green revolution is the best way to recover our stagnant economy?
I think morning, by the way. Yes, for us, we see the future construction industry struggles with emissions, and for us, 11% of greenhouse gases is coming from the construction industry. That gives us an opportunity to help the industry with our electrification programs, working with our partners, working with our customers. It then gives us safety. It gives in terms of reducing emissions, and it also just allows the construction guys to work longer days because we've got safety and speed in how they can build and can elongate their production days.
Chris, at the beginning of this year, the business community was talking about a green revolution. The next industrial revolution the world will see will be a green one. But of course, along came the pandemic and no one's really talked about it since. How concerned are you that all these great plans have just been pushed to the side? Because let's face it, many companies around the world are fighting for survival. They just don't have the wherewithal to look to next year, let alone think about a long-term plan.
I think what we see with all of our customer base and all of our partners is they are taking the long-term view to drive recovery. They know that they have to keep their electrification programs running. They know that there's a fundamental shape shift, really, of all of their industries. So for us, being able to support that, we're actually not seeing that much of a slowdown. Clearly, in lockdown, some of our customers decided to realign their production schedules. But I have to say that they're coming back stronger and harder now than we saw before.
And is the government on board? Do you think kind of technically they can compete with you just because you're the ones with all the knowledge, aren't you? And are you getting enough regional support? Because, of course, you're a very important employer in Sunderland, aren't you?
Absolutely. Not only are we getting regional support, we're getting global support from the UK government in what we've got on board with it. They absolutely see the need. They see the need for us to bring all our infrastructure projects back in line, try and claw back interest rates closed for 3 months. I think they're very much on board with it, and they're very supportive of what we're doing. So I do think there's an alignment of all the thought processes to drive it forward.
So what is your vision then, Chris, for the UK in terms of its position globally in a greener future? How much potential has this country got?
Yeah, I think for us, we have to be leaders. We have to support the global transition. If we look across Europe, the report that we released today, we had an eminent board of contributors, and they're all saying that, that they look to us to lead. They look to us to be able to offer solutions across multi-sectors. So construction is just one of the sectors. I think the UK has a real opportunity to be leaders and to drive the change. So that's our vision. It's our vision to be able to support all our customers in how they change the way that they run their businesses to ensure that they remain current in the changing world we live in.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to talk to you. The very best of luck for your future as well. Chris Pennison there, Chief Executive of Hyperdrive Innovation. You've been watching Inking Live. There is